Governor Scott Walker will lay out his vision for Wisconsin tomorrow night in his State of the State address. And while he's pushed some controversial changes in the last 2 years, people on both sides say they expect a more toned-down speech. Fox 11's Robert Hornacek has our balanced coverage tonight.
We're turning things around. We're heading in the right direction.
State of the State speeches are a time for governors to tout what they see as their successes and outline their priorities for the next year. You can expect Governor Walker to point out that when he came into office 2 years ago, the state had a $3.6 billion deficit. Now, it has a $341 million surplus. Republican strategist Mark Grahl expects Walker to talk aloud about job creation and improving the economy, especially through tax cuts. But Grahl does not expect specifics.
State of the State speeches are much more broad and general in nature. I think they'll be thematic. I'll be surprised if there's a lot of gory detail that we're going to see tomorrow night.
Bottom line, don't expect anything like the collective bargaining battle to come out of the speech.
Do you expect there to be any hints towards major initiatives that will cause as much controversy as Act 10?
No.
What do you expect to hear in this speech?
Well, everything I'm hearing, the attempt to be more bipartisan and more moderate.
Democratic State Senator Dave Hansen says the governor is sort of in campaign mode. Even though he won a recall election last year, he will be up for re-election again in just 2 years. And Hansen will be listening to the speech closely.
Might not be what he says as much as what he doesn't say as far as moving forward. But I'm taking him on his word that he's been saying to his colleagues on the Republican side that let's not go the extreme route.
Both sides agree that job creation will be a major part of Walker's speech. Jim Golombeski from the Bay Area Workforce Development Board expects the governor to address the so-called skills gap, which is basically the lack of qualified workers for certain jobs.
We do not have the people with the skills we need to fill the jobs that we have. And I think this is going to be a major focus of his. I mean, I don't have any inside information, but I think it's going to be a major focus of his talk.
Walker has also hinted at some type of performance-based funding for education. UW Green Bay spokesman Christopher Sampson says people at universities will be watching the speech closely.
We already have a pretty comprehensive accountability system in place that, you know, may or may not match up exactly what the governor has in mind. But I think most people with the university would be confident that we're going to be able to respond and move in the direction that he indicates.
While the State of the State is a major speech, it's really just a prelude to the more highly anticipated budget address. That will come next month when Walker will unveil his specific plans in the state budget. Robert Hornacek, Fox 11 News.